Yes, this is the biggest vehicle I've ever had here on the channel, and I think it's the biggest vehicle I've ever driven. This is the new 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500. So this is a workhorse. This is a truck built for towing, and when properly equipped can tow up to 36,000 pounds. But with the high country and the off-road Z71 packages, this is also off-road ready, and it has all the luxury that you want in your family vehicle, but can also be a workhorse. Like crazy, right? It gets a refresh for 2024 with a new front end and some new interior tech. And the interior tech is what I love the most, so we're gonna have a look at that. But it looks meaner, tougher, it's big. This is the huge turbo diesel, super powerful. We're gonna talk more about that when we drive. But just look at how massive this thing is. I'm 5'1", and it is massive. We also, as you can see, have the tow hooks. We have skid plates for off-roading. I can just imagine this thing off-road. I bet you it could do anything. Okay, as you can see, we have steps on the side. We also have steps on the back, which makes the truck bed much more functional, especially for someone like me who's maybe a little vertically challenged. But we have steps here as well. And then as you can see, we do have the tow package on this one. We also have a really nice spray and bed liner. We also have this really cool step that makes it easier to get into the truck bed, but also this would be a really great tailgating truck bed because we even have little circular spots here for cups or cans, and this would be a great spot to sit. We have tons of room for rear passengers in here. This is the 5-seat configuration, Silverado 2500. We have a center armrest with 2 cup holders, and we have some really cool storage. These seats flip up for under seat storage, but also we have behind the seat storage on both seats back here. I thought that was really cool. And then we have heated seats. We have a USB and a USB-C, and we have vents back here and a really big back seat legroom area. It's totally flat. We have tons of leg room. It's really, really spacious back here. For 2024, we get a totally new driver display. It's a 12.3-inch screen. It's incredibly clear, and I love the startup graphics. I'm going to show it to you in a sec, but first I want to talk about it. It is customizable. We have a comfortable leather wrap steering wheel. I don't love this style of gear shift knob. It is so old school and old school period. Nice backup camera though, a nice 360 view. I don't love this center line. I would much rather have the 2 tire lines than the 1 center line, but regardless, it's nice and clear. And as I mentioned, this screen is all new for 2024. What I don't like about it is that it is completely surrounded by gloss black, and that gloss black reflects back everything in the screen. So sometimes it's a little hard to see what's the screen and what is the reflection. So I'd prefer that not be a gloss black. We also have a head-up display, which is always really hard to show on camera, but we do have a nice big clear head-up display, and it can be moved up and down. You might be able to see it better now because I've just moved it up, but you can change that. In most cars, I find that the head-up display, when it's a big vehicle like this, is kind of right in my eyesight, so I tend to move it down and out of the way so I don't really focus on it. Love this screen. It is so crisp and clear. This is new for 2024 as well. It is a 13.4-inch screen. And as you can see, we have trailering options. We have our Apple CarPlay. We have Google Maps. We have all types of settings in here as well as Google Assistant and Play Store. And then we have some hard touch buttons for hill descent. We even have our power tailgate back here. Our 4-ways, everything is there, and then our trailering stuff is right here. Dual zone climate control with hard touch. I love this about GM products. I can heat both the back and the bottom of my seat, or I can heat just the back of my seat. I love that feature. And then dual zone dials for the climate, a USB and a USB-C. A really nice big area here for storing stuff. And then we have 2 big cup holders and a giant center console with a big wireless charging pad right here, which I think is a really, really nice option. And then we have another USB and USB-C. I also love the little hidden cubby right here. It's kind of like a hiding spot, I feel like, because it's not perfectly obvious that that is a second glove box. And then of course we have our main glove box below. Okay, this is the 6.6 liter turbo diesel V8 engine option, which means it has 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque. And that again is for towing and working hard as a heavy-duty truck does. Okay, so what do we think of this heavy-duty Silverado 2500? It is a workhorse, but with a lot of luxury features, and the Z71 off-road package as well, which gets you the off-road tuned suspension, off-road shocks, you get the skid plate, the tow hooks, and the hill descent control, as well as the Z71 badging on the interior. It also has the high country package with the sunroof, the head-up display, and the camera rear view mirror. So it's got luxury as well as off-road capability, and then of course massive towing with this diesel. We start with the HD 2500 Silverado at around 65,000 Canadian dollars and around 43,000 US dollars. That is not what this is. This is the diesel engine option and all of those luxury features and off-road features that we talked about, along with a few extras like the power running boards, that fancy lift gate that I showed you. So this one tops out at 113,000 Canadian dollars. So luxury, capable, workhorse. It is one giant package of all of that. Let me know what you think.